All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Justin Clark here. It is December 7th, and we're going to take a look at Bitcoin and the crypto markets. We are broadcasting this morning live on Facebook, YouTube, and now also x.com, which is pretty exciting. So as you come on, if you want to let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from, and also if you're seeing this live or if you're seeing this actually on a replay of the video. And just for a little bit of housekeeping, if you want to get morning market analysis of Bitcoin and these crypto markets in your inbox, you can just follow me on Facebook or subscribe to me on our channel on YouTube or follow me on x.com. So, all right, with that said, we're going to be looking at a chart setup called the MA Momentum. It stands for Moving Average Momentum chart setup this morning to really look at what's happening with Bitcoin or what the potentials are right now. Again, we never really know what's going to happen day to day, but we can kind of see key levels a lot of the time and get some prediction for when some of the altcoins might dump a bit harder, because Bitcoin's like a big bully. For those who don't know, whatever Bitcoin does, it like beats up the altcoins. So if Bitcoin starts going up overall, then yeah, the altcoins will go up. But then if Bitcoin does a dump, generally the altcoins are going to follow suit. And sometimes when Bitcoin dumps just a small amount, 3%, the altcoins, it can be like the end of the world. They can dump like 10% or whatever. But we have a system at iCoinPro for day trading. These crazy crypto markets. We've been doing this since 2017. And boy, it's so awesome to get alerts right to our phone from our system that we have. It'll shoot alerts right to your phone of potential trades, so you can go in and see what's going on with our software. So if you want to learn how to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, you can do one of two things: get back with whoever shared this video with you, or you can also shoot an email to support@iCoinPro.com. We have a free bootcamp that you can do. It takes you about 40 minutes, and it'll teach you actually the main trade that we do in there, and teach you about charts, watch lists, all sorts of stuff, so that you'll be pretty amazed with what you can do in 40 minutes to learn. They're all short, videos, generally about 3 to 5 minutes long. It's a great way to start, and it'll be a good introduction. So you'll gain confidence that you can actually do this, that you could actually trade the crypto markets, etc. If you like what you see on the free bootcamp, we have a 1-week course to learn how to trade with our system. So good morning, Viola. Welcome. All right. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And so again, we're going to be looking at what's called the MA Momentum, Moving Average Momentum setup. And for those who are members of iCoinPro, first off, the free bootcamp that I talked about only takes 40 minutes. You can do that right here. Just get back with the person who shared this video with you, or shoot an email to support@iCoinPro. Good morning, Curtis. Welcome. Oh, Andrea, welcome. Good morning. Good to see you guys. All right. Welcome, welcome. All right. So if we go into my iCoinPro training, if you want to do the moving average momentum or MA momentum training, you can go into the micro profit system part 3. All right. And right here is the module. It's really just about 40 minutes. And it's something you can do kind of as a standalone thing to learn this chart setup and how to actually use it. All right. Now I'm going to take a peek over here. This is our software, the iCoinPro trading portal. It is the all-seeing eye of crypto. We have trackers in here that track everything that's going on. From when the market's starting to dip with our spread tracker, to when certain coins are blowing up or dumping huge. We track all those. We create your watch lists in real time for these different coins. And let's see here, what do we just have happen here? So again, it's something that's pretty awesome, extremely powerful. And, again, it pushes it right to your smartphone, so you know what's going on anytime. Now, we have very specific training on how to use this system and how to trade with it. It's a 1-week course that we have, so you know exactly what we do. Our philosophy is to trade in and out on the trend. So we're going to be making small micro profits. It's called the micro profit system, and then compounding our balance. And that what I found is the safest way to trade these crazy markets. But with our software, you can find those coins that can have like huge potential returns very, very quickly. And I'll just show for fun a couple recent trades that I have. I actually trade with the system, which, you know, a lot of these people who push these different trading systems, they don't actually trade. But here's a recent trade I had. I'm going to switch over to a different chart layout. Actually, I'll flip my window. Here we go. And so our system will find the coins that are moving the best with the best potential return with the best volume, right? So they're going to be looking for, you know, the best potential coins to trade that'll give you the biggest bang for your buck and then have the best volume. XYO.com is a coin I've been trading. And what's cool about our system is it'll show everything. Like this was my profit on this trade. It was like $1,400. This is running profit loss on all the different trades. It just tracks all of this for us, keeps track of every single trade that we've done, exactly where we enter, where we exit, etc. So it's a fantastic system. It currently plugs into Coinbase and also Binance. So you can learn, you know, how to use this system in 1 week. And you know, with these screeners and everything, it just finds these trades and brings them to you. All right, so let's get down to the morning market analysis. And if you have the micro profit system, you go to load chart layout and click on MA momentum. That's going to take you right here to this chart setup. And simple, easy way to explain this. I'm actually going to get rid of that pennant because we've kind of broken out of it, and we don't need that anymore now. So with this chart setup, you're going to see what are called moving averages. All of these lines is purple, maroon, gold, green, etc. These lines are moving averages. How they're calculated exactly, we don't need to get into. We just need to know how to use them. It's like that with a lot of trading indicators. You're never going to understand the math behind it, but as long as you know how to use it, you are good. Welcome. Good morning from Florida. So it's like a TV, right? You don't need to know how a TV works in order to watch your favorite show. You just turn it on and watch your show. So, but basically, when we are trading above all of these moving averages, and these green candles and red candles show us where the current price action is, all right? That means that we are potentially in a bullish market and almost definitely not in a bearish market. Now, bullish market is a rising market. A bearish market is a market that is potentially going down and continuing the momentum downward, right? So, and the more that these candles, this price pulls away from these moving averages, you can see how there's a big spread here, and here we're getting a spread. It just indicates that that momentum is potentially building, all right? So right now we can see we're, you know, potentially still in a bull market, almost definitely not in a bear market, right? On the flip side, when things flip upside down and we start trading underneath of all of these moving averages, all of these lines, you're potentially in a bear market, right? And almost definitely not in a bull market. And you can see that back here in 2022, we entered this bearish market potentially, and then kind of confirmed it as we get the other moving averages pulling away from the price action. So you're kind of kidding yourself when this is happening that we're going to quickly go back up, right? And this is where a lot of people get wrecked. And just having this chart set up can give you a good idea, put your finger on the pulse of where we are potentially, right, as a market. So now we're also trading up high, right? So could we go back down from here and start a bearish cycle? Absolutely. Will we? I have no idea. I do small trades. My average trade time is 20, 30 minutes. If I have a long trade, it's, you know, a couple hours. All right. That's how this system works. We pulled my information from, it was September 2019 up through March of 2023. And I had a 97% plus win rate with the system, and also averaged about 30 minutes, I think was my average time in trade, or my mean time in trade. Welcome, Doc. Good to see you. So, we just react to what happens in the market with this system, and our software finds the trades right when they're happening. So we just can optimize our entries into them versus trying to predict or tell you where the market's going to go next. So right now, obviously 100K is the battle area. 104, 105K is the level above that. Hey, Pamela, welcome. So, we're going to have to watch those resistance areas. If we can't break back above 100K soon, we're probably going to get some more retraces as people lose faith. You know what I'm saying? And the sellers start to show up, and enough minds get changed and more sellers show up, we could start to see a trend reversal. But when the trend wants to continue, generally it'll stay trading above this light purple line. And you can see that here, staying above it, all right, staying above the light purple line, etc. Okay, so right now we're doing pretty well, but again, anything can change. And when you're high up, you have to be aware of that. And I want everybody to be aware of that. We have to be really, really snobby in our trades, total trade snobs, and look for, really, really perfect entries. And we want to really think about trading in and out, okay? We're not trying to become investors here near the top of the market, if that makes sense. So no fooling around, really discipline yourself to be extra, conservative in your trading right now with the system, okay? So, so we got to get above 100K to, kind of get the buyers excited again, and over 100, 405K to potentially move even higher and into a higher trading range. We're kind of moving into an unknown area, so we don't know where the limits are. It's like, you break into this big open grass field when you move into a higher trading range for an asset like a cryptocurrency or stock. And so sometimes the market can get crazy, right? And keep going up till it finds a top, or they call it a blow off top sometimes. So we'll have to see. But for right now, as long as we stay trading above this light purple moving average, we're in pretty good shape. So I'm going to say 95K, 96K, probably pretty key right now. If we put pressure on this light purple moving average, or 95, 96K, that area, we could see some of the alts sell off, because people will start to anticipate Bitcoin maybe being at the end of its run. And so they're going to sell their alts, which could produce some really good dip trades for us. That could be a lot of fun. On the flip side, if we keep marching up and we break through 100K again, and then, look at moving up and breaking through 100, 400, 5K, we could see the market rally even further. So again, we'll just have to see what happens. It's the old saying, stairs to the top, elevator to the bottom. We're definitely doing stairs right now, so at any moment we could see some elevator action. We already saw the price go back to 90K in a hurry, got gobbled back up, which is a bullish indicator. It's a good positive indicator. But again, there is seeds of doubt sown in people's minds every time that we drop back. Each time it kind of dings at the confidence of the market. So we'll just have to see if that converts the minds of buyers into sellers at this area. Okay. All right. So again, key levels to watch are, 100K, we got to get above that, 104, 105 on the downside, 95, 96, and then below that is 90K. Losing 90K could be a pretty big deal. And we could see a trend reversal and need to go down and retest some of these other moving averages at that point. But right now it's the weekend. So generally the weekends are a little bit slower. So we might not see real craziness until Monday. But again, anything can happen. These are 24/7 crazy crypto markets. All right. So that's kind of where we're at. So 100K, we got to get back above 104, 105, get through that to look at trying to find higher limits to this. And then on the downside, definitely 95, 96K, and then 90K below that are the key levels. All right. The other thing we want to take a look at are the longs and shorts on Binance. Now, I use blockchainwhispers.com. This is just pulling data from Binance that they make available. A long is somebody who's betting Bitcoin's going up with, usually leverage. A short is somebody who's betting Bitcoin's going down, usually with leverage. When you add the leverage component, it becomes riskier, and the potential for the person blowing out their account or getting liquidated is obviously much higher, or extremely high in a lot of cases. So these ones we ignored. Bitfinex is super old data. BitMEX is old. It just doesn't even make sense. Binance is the freshest data, and it's data that we can use and rely on. Right now, it's pretty much business as usual. I don't get concerned about these until they go over 70%. That shows a overconfidence in the marketplace in a particular direction. Like if we get 70% plus long and the price keeps slipping lower and lower, we could set up for what's called a long squeeze, which means the price could dramatically drop as all these people betting Bitcoin is going up get liquidated. All right, but right now we're not there. So we do want to be aware we're high. So let's be more cautious, slow to ladder buy with our system in our dip trades, and really look for good perfect dip trades on some of these little altcoins that are blowing up right now. You want to be just cautious when it's just gone up and hit a high. Sometimes I'm just even skipping the first dip sequence on some of these right now, just because of how high up the market is, and maybe letting it go into a second and a third, with good, roller coastering up and down with good volume, with good noisiness. All right. Right now, I feel like one of the most important trainings is this one here under latest video training. And I think everybody needs to review this again. Noisy versus quiet charts and timing your entry. Waiting till the end of that 5-minute candle to get in is super important, so you get that quick return. Okay. And then also making sure the chart is really noisy, moving really well, and avoiding those death drop trades where it goes up, that little alt hits the high and then just dumps all the way across the 5-minute Bollinger Bands. So I would advise everybody to review that training, okay, right now, because it can keep you from, bad trades at the top of some of these altcoins that they can really implode. Once, this is not an area where you want to be investing or getting stuck. You want to be really, really cautious here. And then after we do multiple dips, get some cycling down on the 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, etc., then we can feel more confidence. All right. And like we're near a bottom of a potential bottoming area of a market. Right now, we are definitely near a potential top area of a market. Okay. All right. So, and again, I don't know. We could be going to 200K or not, but we're near a potential top. There's obviously that potential in the cards for sure. All right, so that's what I was seeing there. Last thing I want to look at with our software, I'm going to dig into Buddy Coin Crawler. This is going to find the coins that have the best possible potential return with the best volume in the crypto markets right now. And so this screener, Buddy Coin Crawler, looks for those coins that are going to be hot and give us great return. Oh, good, Doak. Glad to hear that. Trading them, all right, with our system. So right now, Bit looks like a pretty good one, almost 15 million, 14.5 million in 24-hour volume, 11% potential return. So this coin's moving well in our dip trades. I mean, look at this dip trade over here, guys. A return of 17% here in potential return, I should say, in under an hour. Okay, so this coin is looking nice and noisy, everything. So we're definitely putting Bit on the radar. ACX2 is another one. This has actually even more volume, 33 million in volume. It's just crazy to me, these volumes. It's so nice to have this volume again. And is looking great. Look at this dip trade here. Potential return of 13% here. So this one's definitely moving, getting noisy, looking pretty good. And then let's take a look at Orca, 40 million. Orca, I mean, really? Okay. Anyway, yep, these dip trades are looking pretty decent here. This one had a potential return of about 4%. This one had a potential return of about 7%. Definitely getting some good noisiness, not quite as noisy on this one as, boy, this Bit is really kind of slamming up and down and all over the place, which is great, but looking pretty good. there. All right. So I'm going to say bit. Probably for me, I'm going to do ACX, Orca, and then bit. Okay. And bit will be maybe a little smaller positions, just so I don't get too heavy, because it is moving kind of crazy. All right. And that's it. Obviously, as things happen, make sure you're clearing your list generally every 24 hours, at least every 24 hours. Sometimes I clear my list more often. I'll clear them out and then just let the system rebuild the list, tell you what's going on. Again, like the spread tracker might find something other than bit, ACX, or Orca. All right, that might be even better when you see it. Okay. Also the trade finder too. But again, the spread tracker is going to find when the good dips are happening and stuff like that. So trading the coins that are already into a couple dip sequences after hitting their top is obviously safer than trying to trade that coin that just blew up 200, 300%, pretty darn quickly. And it's the first dip sequence after the top. That's going to be a bit more dangerous of a trade right now. So, again, we always want to stay risk averse in trading. So it's a good idea maybe to skip those first dip sequences on some of those big blow up coins and then let it cycle and do a couple more dip sequences. And then you can trade with a bit more confidence. All right, everybody, that's everything that I've got today. Again, if you do want to learn how to trade these crazy crypto markets, you can do our free bootcamp, get back with the person who shared this video with you, or you can also send an email to support@iCoinPro.com to get that free bootcamp. It takes about 40 minutes. And if you like what you see there, we got a 1-week course. We'll teach you how to do this. If you want to get these morning market analysis in your inbox, shoot a follow to me on Facebook or on x.com. You can follow me there, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, everybody, take care. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. And then we'll see you probably tomorrow morning for our next morning market analysis. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.